Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here, and in today's episode I'm bringing you Tracksuit Hero and a best farming strategy. So before we actually go into all details on how you can establish what is your best sort of output, we just got to discuss a few things. I was thinking actually making this video and show you how much I'm able to farm per hour, but probably by the time I will release this video I will be farming slightly more, and that wouldn't be really applicable to what level you are. Therefore you will be able to input this strategy from literally day one as you play the game. So first thing, before we actually go into sort of the farming element of it itself, it's gonna be your discipline. So if we just head over to discipline, for example, if we go into money making, where I made obviously gold coins, this is something I definitely recommend to invest in. As you see, I'm not really far off, level 85, 75, 77 in money making. Then we've got 93, 74 and 77, and 70 to 70, 77. So at the moment this is where sort of my 1000 diamonds investments going in, as I want to maximize it. This is definitely a great boost when you start investing more and more into it. The prices to get every single level are pretty high, but overall there is a great rewards in the long run. So when it comes to your farming strategy and how much you can maximize and get output per hour, this is something definitely want to look at. As much as a farming element comes in handy, when you return to sort of your PC or the mobile, you want to make sure you hit that discipline and reap massive rewards. So currently, as you see, I have been farming for sort of 1 hour 30. So if we focus on these two, then we've got additional 3.3 million of gold, and then we've got another nearly 15 million of medals, and this is definitely a great output. In here you put zero effort apart investing obviously initially, but later on you just come in and claiming it as a great reward. I'll be able to give you a sort of good indication when we sort of maximize that at some point. I'll definitely put another video out, but for the time being, part of your farming strategy is got to be the discipline. If you can invest heavily, and obviously you're gonna reap massive rewards when you do so. So we're gonna skip that for now. This is self-explanatory. There is not much to talk about discipline. Keep investing and then get your rewards. And then the main thing of this video here is obviously the farming element in our campaign. So before you actually go and you start looking for the best strategy, obviously it will be depending on your level, on your combat power, on your weapon, etc, etc. But once you sort of establish what is your best build, when you're just starting out, you'll be just going for the UR gear. Then later on you'll be start collecting sets, choosing a weapon, etc, etc. And obviously you can just sort of go along and sort of try to find a strategy for yourself. It's gonna be obviously a clear time against the rewards and so on and so on. But currently where I farm is pretty much, this is the sort of maximum levels I can get. So I am on pretty much halfway through the ship first floor. Therefore, in many games, when you actually try to farm something, the best idea is to go sort of your last level. You're gonna have the biggest sort of resource output, but unfortunately not necessarily always is the case. As you see in here, obviously you've got a sort of a table here. I'm able to farm a 71k medals, 60k coins, 180 energy, and it takes me nearly 5 minutes to clear this level. Obviously these medals and coin output is here as a flat factor. Obviously that will be multiplied by all the bonuses I already got in the game. Therefore the output is much bigger than that. But what is the best actually tool in a game itself? You don't need to do any math, any spreadsheet, etc. All you need to do is just hit this campaign efficiently info, and this is where we currently are. So if we just go one level further, this is where I really can't go because I have not cleared level 145. So in here it gives you obviously the time it takes you to clear, it gives you metal coins and evil energy, and it tells you how much you can farm per minute, per hour, and paid per 8 hours. So ideally my main sort of indicator here is how much I can farm per hour, and this is where I want to obviously watch additional ads and make sure I speed up the game progress. So if we're actually gonna start going down from here, so we know here on my maximum level, which nearly takes 5 minutes, I can farm 9.6 medals and 19 coins. So So we can start going down. Actually, you see we slightly increase that, and this is because it takes us less time to clear. So we got 10, 6, 10, 6, and so on and so on. Obviously, every 5 levels, when you hit boss, it will show you a bigger numbers, but bear in mind you are limited with attempts you can clear your boss. Therefore, you should not pay attention so much to this. Just go for normal levels. So we got 15, 14, 15, 16. That's one of the best ones so far. 23, that's a good number. 18, 19, and so on. So we're going down. We got 23, 22, 24, 28, 27, and I want to show you the level I actually farmed. 29 and 113 got 34.3. If we check few more, there is nothing close. So I already know, obviously before I record this video, this is the level I currently farm. And you know, this is best indication for you. You know, you might be on a normal level, you know, you just cleared first 25 levels, but if you hit this very useful info, you don't need to do any math or any sort of science behind it. The game itself will tell you what is your best clear efficiency, and therefore obviously if you progress few more stages or you're getting stronger, it's worth coming back in here, because literally just a couple days ago there was a completely different level I used to farm for the most efficiency. Now it's a level 113 for myself. And this is obviously, it will be based on sort of enemy health points, etc. And obviously mainly how quickly you can clear this element. So, you know, if you see in comparison, these numbers are completely sort of getting from left to right. You can get as little as 10 millions, but you can get as high as 34 millions, just sort of coming back a few levels and making sure you can farm it efficiently. Therefore, you know, this very simple guide should give you a best indication. Don't look or don't ask anybody for pretty much advice what is the best level for you to farm. You will see it for yourself. That will be depending on your character's strength, but all you need to do is just hit in campaign and go into campaign efficiency info, and you've got that info here. So that will be your best bet. Find out where you find the most, and as I mentioned, as you're gonna progress with your power, keep checking that on a regular basis. I would recommend going sort of last 20-30 levels you have cleared, just to see which one is the most efficient for you. And on top of that, as we discussed earlier, you obviously want to make sure you hit that discipline well, and you keep upgrading so you can get additional materials on just daily basis or the hourly basis as you farm alongside with campaign. So that will be it, guys. It's just very short video of description, and it will just give you an indication, you know, where you should focus to start maximizing your farming output. So that will be it for today, and as always, I will see you next time.